What's going on, everyone? My name is Sherwin and we are in the R1T studios, and today is a numbers video. We got numbers, at least for the Model X. We got numbers. We are back from Japan, and we checked the email. Had to follow up because they are just taking a very long time. But I'll put up the timelines that we have so far. But as far as the Model X is concerned, they are going to deduct $9,700 or so, a couple change here and there, for usage fee, and the mileage that they are deducting is about 12,500 miles. And from my assumption, I believe that they are calculating the miles prior to the steering rack replacement, and it looks like the steering rack is the reason why they are buying it back. And so that was the mileage that was on the vehicle when I went in for service. And now I really wish I kept taking it in, bringing it in for little issues. But regardless, I was talking to Abby about it because she was thinking of just getting a lawyer and getting a lemon law and all. But I was telling her that I don't think we are really qualified for a lemon law, because this is a buyback. They're not going through any arbitration or anything. They're just doing it because we've had issues not only on the Plaid but also on the previous long range. But California law for lemon laws, we aren't really technically falling under that, so I don't think we would win that case. Plus, man, it's gonna take a long time, and I have to continue to pay the insurance. If anything, I mean, I'm really done with that car, with that Model X. And earlier, because we were gone for about a week, there was like some kind of black liquid. It's not wet anymore, but in the garage, and I'm like, is that oil? So the Model 3 Highland Performance has issues with the rear motor leaking, and I don't know what color the fluids are coming out of it, but I don't know if this is coming out of the motors of the Plaid. So, but I'll put up the picture. But yeah, I don't know, because that car is the only car that's parked in that side. And if that was water, it shouldn't be colored like that. So, like condensation buildup, and it's in the rear. So I don't know what it is, but yeah. So like I'm pretty much ready to just be done with it. Kind of a disappointment once again with that car. But we are right now headed to CarMax to get the Rivian appraised. I checked Carvana and CarMax for an R1T, try to get it as close to what my condition of the car is. We are roughly around 7,300 miles or so on the mileage of this vehicle, 2023 dual motor performance. And it's floating in the mid 60s. The quad motors are actually taking a bigger hit, but yeah, so dual motor, I'm seeing around mid 60,000. So if anything, then I'm guessing, and I'm hoping I'm incorrect, but that 59,000 ballpark figure that Rivian appraised my vehicle, if I was going to trade it in for the R1S, is, I don't know if it's accurate, but probably a fair market value. So, but we're gonna go and check and see. I'm really hoping that they will appraise it higher. I've been watching a few CarMax videos and trying to understand how they are like making money or whatever. And I don't know if this is true across all CarMax location, but apparently their financing is pretty horrendous. If you have good credit and you finance through CarMax, it's like 9. And I think they call it challenge credit. They're financing you at 24%. So They're probably trying to make money back with financing. But if that is the case, I'm hoping that they give me a higher value because, yeah, if that's mid $60,000 price is what these are going for, then I'm sure they're gonna knock out 5 to 10,000 more just so that they could mark it up when they are reselling it. So we'll see what happens. We are here in CarMax, and look what we see here. Is that a Cybertruck they're trying to sell? Oh, it's a Cyberbeast too. Interesting. But yeah, I'm having mixed emotions right now. But hopefully we get some good numbers. I washed her up a little bit, got all the Death Valley stuff out of the way, but there's still some like dirt and things down here that it dripped out. But and I also forgot my stinking keys. But they're like, yeah, just go to the car when they're ready to appraise it and unlock it. But yeah, mixed emotions at the moment. All right, so we got some stuff started. We're waiting for the evaluator. I don't know what they're called. But while speaking with someone, taking my information, they said they don't get that many Rivians. They call it Rivians. So I don't know if that's going to be a good thing or a bad thing. I'm thinking good because they don't get much in their inventory because nobody gives up their dang Rivian. They're happy with it. It's just, so it could also be a negative because according to the person I spoke with, they are like a retail store where they want things to fly out, like they want to get rid of it. And so because there aren't that many, maybe not many people are looking. But we'll see. All right, so I actually found the owner of the Cyberbeast and I spoke with him. So apparently he's not selling the truck. He just picked it up today in Upland. And from order day to pickup, which was today, was 1 week. So he was able to pick it up in a week, but he could would have been able to pick it up on Tuesday, so like 2 or 3 days after his order was placed. But he just chose to pick it up today. But he is not here to let go of that truck because he just picked it up. He's actually letting go of a Toyota. So yeah, he just picked it up today. But yeah, while we are still waiting here, again, I'm having mixed emotions, but then I saw the Cybertruck, so I don't know. Mixed emotions as in just maybe just confusion or just like, why can't we have 2 trucks, man? Dang it. Why can't we have 2? Why can't we all just get along? Oh boy. I'm just trying to cheer myself up, trying to hype myself up. And then I hope we get a good number. Just so that decisions are going to be easier. All right, we are back in the R1T studios. We got the offer and it's a horrible one. It's pretty much matching what Tesla is willing to buy the truck, $50,000. So on one hand, it's a good thing because I'm getting closer to just keeping the truck. But we'll see. But we're gonna check out Carvana. There's a Carvana nearby. Hopefully that's a place where I can get it appraised also. All right, we are at Carvana. There is actually a charge point right here and it's free, so pretty cool. We're gonna go check out to see if they can appraise this vehicle. But yeah, the reason why they appraise it so low is because it's something that they can't sell fairly fast enough. It's not that it's a bad car, but no one buys EVs, you know. So let's go check this place out. I've never been here before, but they got this tower thing right here, so let's see. All right, so the way it works here is, I guess everything is done online, the appraisals and stuff. So we're just gonna plug it in on a computer and then see what happens. But this is pretty cool. It's like a vending machine behind me. They have cars up there, and there's a machine that actually brings down the car. So they just brought down a car. It's very cool. But yeah, we'll see what the internet says, what the website, Carvana website says. But at least the cool thing here, 7 kilowatt charger is free. All right, we're here at Tesla, and there's a Rivian R1S here. I don't know what they're doing here, but what we're doing here is we're just gonna find out what the process is as far as if we are gonna go through it, because I don't think Abby's gonna like those numbers, but how do we make that business purchase? So, but there are plenty of Cybertrucks here right now. I don't know if these are already bought, but there are plenty. There's probably about 40 of them here. More than likely these are not foundation series, but just non-foundation series. So we're gonna go check it out, see what they're gonna say. All right, well, it's been a few days after the last part of the video. I wanted to spend some extra time just trying to exhaust all of my options. So the Tesla part of that video, I wanted to see what the details are as far as doing a business purchase if we were going to go that route, and purchasing the Cybertruck. So what the staff told me was I need to purchase it with my EIN number, which I have, and possibly providing the articles of incorporation. Now the cool thing with this is it's not limited to the $80,000 cap to get the tax credit. Now with all these weird leasing information, it's just kind of inconsistent. I'd rather just do it like the simplest way, because even if I did lease it, we were going to eventually buy it out. But that's if we were really going to get the Cybertruck. But at this point, it doesn't look too good. Carvana wanted $53,200 for the Rivian. Now I couldn't find the exact color because it just had the basic color option, so I selected gray. I didn't want to choose silver because silver is the free color option, so I figured maybe I'll choose gray. The car is worth $68,000. The difference is $14,800. Now, if we line this up and get the Cybertruck, we would get $4,500 to use from the Tesla credits, $2,000 with the loyalty discount, and then there's a $7,500 tax credit, which is a total of $14,000. So it offsets it, you know, plus or minus $800 or so, something like that. Here's the thing. I don't know how I feel about giving $14,800 to Carvana. I don't know. I'm a bit uneasy on that. And plus, there's nothing wrong with the Rivian. I love my Rivian. I'm telling y'all keep telling me, man, I love my Rivian. So you may have noticed in the first part of the video, I was kind of like just, I don't know about sad or just confused or just mixed emotions. The reason for that is I'm not gonna win. I'm not gonna win in a sense that I hype myself up, I pump myself up to prepare myself to lose the Rivian, because at the end of the day, like, you know, it's that whole thing about, you know, happy spouse, quiet house, right? So, and I joke about it, but there is some truth behind it. It's just keeping the peace. A lot of wars going on out there. I don't want one inside the house. But anyway, so I was just preparing myself, like, look, we're gonna lose the Rivian, so might as well just be excited for the Cybertruck. So that's why I was a little bit bummed out that the numbers doesn't work out to where we can get the Cybertruck. But then at the same time, like, we're keeping the Rivian. Yes. So I was also curious about how much the Plaid is worth from Carvana. They didn't have an ultra red, but they did have the gray color with 12,000 miles and 82,990 GTFO. man. So if that's what they were pricing a gray one, the ultra red they may just want 70,000 for it. I don't know. I don't know. But I was just curious because you know, $9,700 deducted from the amount of the car is a lot of money. But I was just, again, trying to check all the options and, you know, but yeah, we're definitely not going to sell it that way. Now, do I feel left out because I don't have a Cybertruck? Not really, because again, I love my Rivian. I love, like, that's the truck. I've said it in previous videos where the Cybertruck is great. I just don't see myself in it, like driving it. Granted, the Tesla ecosystem is unbeatable. It's just, man, it's just really awesome. So it kind of raises the bar when comparing it to everything else. I am frustrated that there aren't many companies making stuff for the Rivian. My usual channel partners don't have much. They've pretty much given me most of the accessories that I actually would use. They've asked for me to review other accessories that I don't find myself using. So I just decline it. I'm like, no, I don't want to do a review on an item that I'm not really interested in. So I've always like, yeah, I don't want that. There was a time they were thinking about sending a yoke steering wheel for the Rivian, and I'm like, Rivian owners are not interested in having a yoke steering wheel, for my opinion. I mean, I am a Rivian owner. I don't want a yoke steering wheel in my R1T. So I said, no, I don't want to review that. So there's stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I'm seeing a lot more Cybertruck accessory videos. I'd love to do those videos. I just don't have a Cybertruck. But if that's one of the reasons why I should get a Cybertruck, no, not gonna do it. I'm extending my search to other companies, but many of these companies want a bigger channel. I just hit 1,600 subscribers. Looking at the analytics in the last 30 days, they've been about 24,000 views. 92% of them are from non-subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It's just something, it's like a metric that I could show if I want to work with other companies, if I want to try to get into different events. Like, these numbers, I guess, are important. To me, honestly, it's, again, icing on the cake, because I do these videos to vent out frustration, to share information, just to have fun. So the whole subscribing number thing, it was important prior to reaching 1,000. So now that I'm monetized, I guess it's cool, you know, like I get a little bit of something, but it's still not enough to pay the insurance for the Rivian. So I'm just giving you a little bit of behind the scenes stuff. When I do reach out to some companies to try to do collaborations with them, many just feel that my channel is just too small. So I'm just sharing it just to be open with you all. Would getting a Cybertruck maybe increase the viewership, the subscriptions to the channel? Probably. I'm gonna keep doing Rivian content. I'm gonna keep doing the Tesla content with the Model Y now, because we're giving up the Model X. And hopefully you guys continue to enjoy that content. I know some of you don't even own Teslas and watch my content, so I think I'm doing a pretty good job. So it's still an EV, but yeah, and I appreciate all that. So I also don't do a lot of overlanding, a lot of camping yet. So reaching out to some of those companies with their products, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I would like to do more off-roading stuff. I would like to do more camping, but it's always the time. But here's the thing. It's still a win-win situation. We are now a one-truck family, so that's cool. So it doesn't matter if it's a Cybertruck or the Rivian, there's a truck on the driveway. So I'm happy with that. Some of you pointed that out as well in the comments, like, yeah, it's a win-win. Being able to downsize to 2 cars so that I don't have to pay insurance for the 3 cars, save some money there. Here are some other things I want to share with you all at the time of recording this video. So Abby hasn't made up her mind about accepting the offer. We've gotten the offer a few days now and she hasn't responded. I don't know what she's doing. But she's off this week. The car's under her name and I'm just reminding her, like, look, we gotta move forward because I can't do that. The car's under your name. I can't surrender that vehicle without you because you have to sign paperwork because it's under your name. So she works every other week and has days off every other week. The next time she would have a week off is Christmas week. And the next time my insurance is due is on the 26th, my birthday. So I would love to have everything settled before that so I don't have to pay insurance for that Model X. So there is PPF on there. I'm not sure if we're supposed to remove it. I've heard from people that they've done buybacks and they didn't have to remove the PPF, but keep in mind the PPF is a matte finish. So it's not the original look. In the previous buyback, we did have to remove the wrap because it's definitely not a standard color. It was like a light blue Aurora Borealis looking thing. So we had to remove it for sure. But this, it's still ultra red, but just a muted, like matte, not as glossy, or not glossy because it's matte finish. So I'm not sure if they're gonna have us remove it. So that takes time as well. I think there was a post by Bearded Tesla where he did remove PPF on his Cybertruck and he said it was pretty difficult. So I was planning on doing it myself, but now I'm not sure. Maybe I'll try it on one area first and see. But again, we don't know until Abby responds to that email what they want us to do. If she really doesn't like the Rivian, here's what I foresee happening. Abby just hates the Rivian. We go on road trips and, like, you know what, screw it. Let's just get the Cybertruck and we end up with 2 trucks. I'm gonna push for trying to get rid of the Model Y as well, just to keep 2 vehicles on the driveway. A year or 2 later from now, the R2 will come out. There might be some deals where I can get out of the lease of the R1T in exchange for an R2, and at the end we'll have an R2 and we will have a Cybertruck. So it may work out if it goes in that direction. So I'm just all over the place with these ideas because I always want to be ready for options instead of thinking of things last minute. And currently there isn't really any deals with the Cybertruck. I mean, there is that $2,000 loyalty or Tesla referral program. Yeah, sure, that's a lot of money. I'm sure it's gonna come and go. Maybe it'll go down to 1,000, maybe it'll go down to 500, or maybe there isn't any. That 7,500 tax credit or whatnot may go, but historically Tesla manipulates their prices to where it kind of just evens out, or at least there's still a discount to try to offset something that isn't there anymore. So I can recall a few times where they would lower the price because they're sourcing the battery from a location where it can't benefit from the tax credit. I'm pretty sure they've done that. I think they've done that in the past. So there isn't really any other incentive that I see on getting this Cybertruck as soon as possible, except being able to write off for 2024. But again, that big negative equity, I just don't think is worth it. I'm already saving up. In short, Abby changes her mind a lot. I'm not changing my mind about keeping the Model X. That thing is just not for us. I am changing my mind about how I feel about it. So stay tuned for that video, like my final review on it. But yeah, that's pretty much about it. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Yeah, too bad, no Cybertruck in this channel for now, but the Rivian stays with me, and we have the Model Y, and we'll see what the future brings. I'm excited. Hopefully you guys are excited. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you like the video, please like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Also, Rivian started allowing all EVs to be able to charge on their network, specifically the Joshua Tree location, as well as 2 other locations for now. I went to check it out. So if you haven't checked out that video, please check it out, and I'll see you on the next one.